All right, welcome to the Tai Chi class. We're going to do the 8 form today, which is 8 different forms, but then you end up putting them together as one form in the long run. All right, so let's go ahead and just start with some wrist circles. Remember, when you're doing this stuff, just keep your mind empty, let go of all your thoughts, and just kind of focus on the motions that you're doing and the actions that you're doing. Other direction with those wrists. Good, we're just going to start with some Tai Chi type warm-ups. Let's go ahead and rotate the ankle. Good, you can have a chair close by. You can even do this stuff seated as well. Other direction with the ankle. And other side. You can always hold on to something. Other direction. Excellent. Let's do some hip circles. Just rotating those hips around. So a lot of the Tai Chi has to do with weight shifting. We'll talk a lot about weight shifting today, and we'll work some of the different stances. Other direction. We're going to start with the first two forms. We have holding the ball and parting the horse's mane. And then we'll put the two forms together in the end. Take the hips side to side. These are some great Tai Chi warm-ups that you can do prior to your Tai Chi exercise. You could always take some note, write them all down, and then practice them before you do some of these forms. Good. Let's go ahead and rotate the just shoulders, and I'm going to tuck the hips underneath, curving the spine, and rolling up and back. You're going to inhale as you go up. Just start thinking about the breath a little bit. We're not going to talk too much about breathing today. We'll get more into that as the program continues. But you do want to try to coordinate your breath with your movement a little bit. Other direction. Inhale. Bend the knees here. That'll curve that back a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Good. And then swinging the arms, rotating. And you can always do more of these warm-ups. You don't have to do just this little short. You can do a little bit longer if you want to. When you do these rotations, you might have the toes pointed in a little bit, protecting the knees. Just kind of let your arms go. Let your body move your arms. Excellent. And then just swing your arms side to side. Let the elbows be kind of bent and loose. Excellent. Swing the arms forward and bend the knees. And relax. Good. Next one, we're just going to rock forward and back. Put one leg forward. And all you're going to do is pull the leg back and then reach up. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Good. This foot's kind of a 45-degree angle. This one's pointed straight forward for now. Reach up and then back. Let that weight shift. 70-30. Going back to like 90-10, 90%, 10%. Good. Hamstring curls. Good. And then we're going to alternate stepping forward. So you're going to step to the front and just lean into it, and then step back to feet together. Step the other side and back to feet together. Step slightly off to the side, bending the front leg a little bit. Now you don't want your knee to go past your toes here. Good. And then we're just going to do wall of water. Inhale. This is like the opening move of the form. Bending the knees here a little bit for this one. And then inhale. And it's like a wall of water just coming down here. And think of inhaling as you go up and exhale as you go down. So you can always practice those a little bit more depending on which ones you like or want to do. Okay, so here we go, everybody. We're going to go ahead and work on the first two forms. And we'll break them down to two forms, and then we'll put them together at the end. All right, so let's start with holding the ball. First, you're going to step out with your left foot, and you're going to inhale, and then you're going to exhale. Good. Then you're going to take your left foot over to the side here, coming toward feet together, and bringing your left foot, right hand up, and your left hand down below. Good. And then we're just going to step to the other side. Have the switch hands here. Good. And then one more time. We're going to switch one more time here. Good. And then we're going to step out. And then this is the closing of the form where you bring the hands crossing like this. And then you go out like so. And then you just bring your hands together at the side and then feet together. So let me show you for a second how it looks. Feel free to follow along, but just let me show you kind of how it looks as you go here. So that is form one, hold the ball. So let's go ahead and try practicing it, breaking it down. So we're going to step out with that left foot, inhale, let your knees be kind of loose, and exhale. We won't get into the specifics of weight and all that right away. Just practice the motions and get them down first. And then we're going to step to the side. Now you could be kind of light on like a kickstand, or in karate we call it a cat stance. You can be light on the foot there. This hand's up. We're going to go ahead and have it's like you're holding a ball, like a beach ball is about the size that you want to think of it as. And we're going to switch sides. This is kind of your start position for each of the next moves. So it's kind of like you reset at this spot all the time. Other side. Good. And then we're going to step not too wide, maybe about hip width, just past shoulder. Come underneath here. The left hand that's out, I believe. And then you're going to go out with both hands. Let them come down and feet together. All right. So let's try to get into it a little bit. I know it's a new motion, but just try to get into it nice and slowly here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. I'll break down the breathing a little bit. Exhale. Just one way that you could breathe. Inhale. exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then just feet together. Good. Kind of do your own kind of breathing. Let's let you just do it on your own again. It's good to just keep practicing the movements. Stepping. Get inside yourself a little bit. Just slowing it down even more. Excellent. So that's the first form. It's called hold the ball. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the next form, which is parting the horse's mane. All right. So let's go ahead and step out with the left foot. We do the same opening. And then you're going to step over. It'll be to your right. So the left hand's coming underneath, the right hand's holding the ball up top. And then we're just going to step out at an angle, about a 45 degree. Let me scoot back so you can see my feet. About a 45 degree. And just, we're going to be, what they call it, parting the horse's mane. You kind of almost brush your wrist right here. And the idea is like you're parting or just kind of stroking like a horse's mane. And you go all the way down toward the hip. This one is going to do kind of like an outward block in karate, just coming up like this. Good. And then from there, you're going to step feet together. This hand just comes up to hold the ball again. This one comes underneath. And that's your reset point again. Now you step off in the other direction. It's going to be the right side here. Just scoot back so you can see. And we're just going to come down. Good. Notice my weight. A lot of weight on the front, maybe about 60% of the weight, 70%, about 30% on the back foot. And you can feel a stretch here. That's a good way to work it. Good. And then we're going to just come back to feet together. And stepping out slightly, down, and then just feet together. The same kind of a closing, same closing you would do it each time. All right, let's try it again. I'll scoot back so you can really see me here. Inhale, step to the side, and exhale. And you're going to come to this side first. Let's see here. This side here, I believe. That's the one we practiced. Good. And then we're going to step out and come down and out. Just trying to mirror doing the opposite here. And then feet together and stepping out. About a 45-degree angle. The step out, not to the side, not front, but about 45. Then we come just like so here. Good, and then just come feet together, the hands together, probably about hip width apart when you come to feet together, and then you would do this. I kind of changed it up last time, and then down, and then feet together there. Okay, let's try it again together. We can even work the breath a little bit. This is the way I would do it. Inhale, and exhale. Step to the right and step out with the right, or out with the left, I'm sorry. Good, come up, hold the ball, stepping up with the left, with the right foot, and step out with the right foot, and good, step up with the left foot, and exhale, and down, and feet together. Good. All right. So what I'd like to do is just practice this one more time so you kind of get it down. And then at the end, we'll put them all together. You can see it doesn't take, they're not huge, long forms. Doesn't take a lot to get them down. But when you start practicing, you can really work your weight distribution and your flow and everything. Let's go ahead and practice this one more time. We'll try to flow through it a little bit more. That means moving without stopping. Inhale. Excellent. So it's that simple. That's parting the horse's mane. So you've got hold the ball, you've got parting the horse's mane. Now, what I'd like to do is take a moment and show you the two forms together, and then I'm going to show you the whole form as it is, the whole form that you're going to be learning, and then I'll put the two forms that we learned together with you today, so that you can practice those together as well. All right. So. Okay, so here's going to be the two forms together. You can practice them separately or you can practice them together. Kind of start practicing them together a little bit so that when you can start eventually practicing the whole form together. All right, so here we go. I'm going to inhale. You're welcome to follow along with me or just watch either way. So that's where you would stop, and then you move on to the next one, which is the single whip. All right. So let's go ahead and practice those together. I think that's a good lesson. So go ahead and just start with stepping out with the left foot. Inhale, reach up. And then you come to the right side here. And then the left side. And then the other side. Good. And then here's parting the horse's mane. Stepping out. Now, one thing you might think of doing is kind of lean back slightly so you can get the pressure off the foot. Put it on the heel, turn that foot in, and then that can easily get you to holding the ball. And then you go into the other side of parting the horse's mane. So just so you can see, again, I would lean back a little bit, turn that foot in, that way you don't hurt your knee. And then we step up for that one, coming back to the next spot. And then we would continue on with the form. The next one would be single whip, which we'll learn next week. All right. So let's go ahead and practice that a couple times. Stepping out, inhale, exhale. You can do all of this seated as well. Just practice the hand movements. Nice light feet movements. Be careful in your foot movement as well. Excellent. Let me step back a little bit more. We're going to run through it again. Remember, you got to just repeat, repeat, repeat. That's how I got it in my body. And once you get it in there, though, you don't have to worry about it. You just kind of bring it out again. All right, here we go. We're going to step out. Inhale. All right, excellent. So that's the two of those together. Let's just see what we got for time here. All right. Well, let me go ahead and finish with showing you how it all looks. This is going to be the whole form put together in the end. So this is what we're striving to accomplish in the end. What we just showed you is the first two segments. Remember, there's only 8 segments. So that means we're a quarter of the way there already. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this Tai Chi form, the whole thing, the 8 form. One thing I want to point out is that we might look at how I do it now, and then 12 weeks from now, look at the video again and see how it's improved as well. So you could always record yourself or whatnot too to see how your movement improves too. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give it a shot. So it's actually going to look like the opposite probably on this video, but keep in mind that that's the way it looks. Eventually I'll do the whole form as on the opposite side so I can show you in mirroring fashion. All right. Let's get enough distance here. So you can just watch here. And there you have it. That is going to be the whole Tai Chi 8 form. You're welcome to practice it a little bit now and keep adding to it as far as you want to go. But what you want to do is follow the schedule. I want to point out that there's a PDF that shows that has a manual to show you how to follow the 12 weeks. There's 5 days of practice per week. And you want to practice the first 2 forms that we did today, holding the ball and parting the horse's mane. If you need access to the PDF or can't find it, go ahead and just email me and I'll help you out. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed that and have a great day.